Welcome to the Art Lady channel. Today we're going to be learning how to draw someone surfing Hokusai's great wave. And if you'd like to learn about Hokusai and his great wave, you can look up his videos on my channel because I have a lot of videos that describe his wave, and there's even a talk about the great wave. So if you want to find out more, just look on another video. This video is a demonstration on how to draw a surfer surfing the great wave. The first step is to take our paper and we're going to hold it so that it is vertical. And today with me I have a group of first graders that are helping us learn about the great wave. Hold your paper so that the short line is closer to your tummy. The long line is the vertical line. In the center from top to bottom, we're going to find the center of our page. And we're going to make a horizontal line. The horizontal line will be wider than 2 fingers. So if you cannot see the horizontal line, just extend it on both sides. And you're going to do that now with me. The next step we're going to do, that's going to be our waist. Then we're going to jump up and estimate. We're going to jump up and estimate top, middle, and then we're going to find the midpoint of that. And at the midpoint of that, look where I'm putting it. I'm going to put my finger in the middle, the very center of my paper, and I'm going to put a number 11 around each of my fingers. A number 11. Now this is going to be kind of a cartoony figure. It's not going to be very realistic. So number 11. Then I'm going to jump down about a finger, and I'm going to put a horizontal line at the top of my page. This is going to be the head of my surfer. So I'm going to draw a sketch around and down to my line, around and down to the number 11. And I'm going to fill in the chin area. Now this will be my surfer's waist, and I'm going to make my shoulders. So I've got my neck. I'm going to extend my neck down a little bit more, and I'm going to go out for my shoulders. Out, out. Now one of these arms I'm going to have going up in the air like a surfer trying to balance. So I'm going to go, and I'm heading toward the corner of my page. So off of the shoulders, I'm going toward the corner, and then I'm going to go up straight. Toward the corner, up straight. And I'm going to, for the next one, I'm going to come kind of down and up. He's kind of trying to balance. So the other arm, I'm going to go down and up. Kind of like the letter, what letter is that? V. Yes. Now we're going to give thickness to the arm. Our arms have 2 sides. Come over, down. And I'm just going to go trace the edge, trace the edge. There's my letter V. And the same on this side. I'm going to go over just a little bit. I'm only over about a finger's width. I don't want him to be really skinny. It's kind of a cartoony, like I told you, cartoony figure. And this is the torso area. This is where your belly button is up to your chin. That area of your body is your torso. I'm just going to connect this to the waist, connect this to the waist. Later on, you can make adjustments to your body. You can make it thinner or thicker, wider. You can add a bathing suit, etc. to your body. Right now, we're just getting the body drawn. we're going to kind of make him bent a little bit because we want him bending his knees. So we're going to take this, we're going to make the shorts area of the body. I'm going to come out and I'm going down about 3 fingers. So I'm diagonally out and then I'm going back in again. Because when you're surfing, you don't want stiff, straight legs. You want to bend your knees a little. So we've bent our legs. And then I'm going to give the thickness of his leg. So I'm jumping in a finger. I'm going to jump in about a finger and a finger to here. And I'm going to curve around here, a slight letter C, because I want the other leg to bend the same way. So I'm going to go straight in and back. This is diagonally in and diagonally back. I'm going to give the thickness of my leg, so come down about a finger. And I'm going to trace it back up. And I'm going to connect, after I go back up, I'm going to connect it to the center here. So here's the front leg, this is the other leg. Now I'm going to extend this down just a little bit, and then you can connect it together. Now I'm going to put in, and I'm just going to do a triangular shape for the foot. So I'm going to come down and over, and our feet extend past our leg, and just connect it with a triangular shape, straight down and over, and these are diagonal lines, and connect it this way. It's kind of like a trapezoid. If this was on this, if this came out this way, if it had a back, it would be more of a trapezoid. Now we're going to put in the surfboard, and then we'll stick our great wave in. If we come to the edge of our page, and the surfboard is going to be quite long, and I'm going to come 3 fingers up from the bottom of my page, and I'm going to make a diagonal curved line to the person, behind the person, and extend almost to the edge of this page. And then I'm going to round the tip of the board, and then I'm going to come down. So this will be my giant surfboard. Now we're going to put the great wave behind. We want to create the curve of the wave. So look at this, how the great wave forms this C shape. Do you see this giant C? You want the great wave, the C curve, to show the most. So if you try and visualize on your paper where the giant letter C would show the best. I'm going to stick mine in, so I'm coming off of my body, and visualize. If you take your hand, you can go like this and see it, where your C would be. So watch for me for a second. I want most of the C shape to show. So I'm going to come behind this arm and up, and I'm going to make a giant C. If it needs to come behind the body, it can. And then I'm going to have it swirl this way. And then have it go off the page. So this is actually the swell of the wave, because the guy is surfing the great wave. And I'm going to continue that C curve behind him. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so I get more of the C curve in here. I want more of it to show. There. And I'm following the C curve. This is the movement of the wave. And then I'm going to add the top of the wave, which is the white cap. And I'm just going to make these free-form curving lines. Curving up like letter N's or rainbow arches. And this is the swell. This is the froth of the wave up here. The white cap. Letter U's, curves. Hokusai actually did these hooks on his white caps. Look what he did. He made it look like claws coming down. Because if you look closely, there are little men here. These are the fishermen from the village of Tokyo, what is now Tokyo. And this shows the force of nature. So he made his almost scary looking because that wave is frightening. Look at that. That's a huge wave. But here in this surfer picture, if you don't want to do these claws, you can make it just fun shaped C's like this. And this is basically how you make a surfer riding the swell of the great wave. Now you can then decorate it any way you want to. In these illustrations here, we turned them into farm animals because we were actually using this for one of our county fair demonstrations or bulletin boards or decorations. So we needed some farm animals that were surfing the great wave, but you can turn this into a person surfing the great wave. Add a bathing suit. Now if you want to add a bathing suit, here we go. Curve, curve. I can add a bathing suit. If I want to make it a bikini, I can put a bikini top on like this. Here's the top. And then of course you can do your facial features. Your eyes in the middle. This is your eye line. Center between your eyes and chin is where your nose will go. Nose, chin, mouth, and that's where your mouth will go. Oh, Mama, I'm having a great time. There we are, surfing the great wave. And you can have your hair flying this way. Woo! And for hands, you can. I just do ovals for hands. Longer ovals. And have fun creating your own surfer on Hokusai's Great Wave.